Hey there. Yeah, it's been a while. Last time I saw you, like I saw you, was in February, and that's when a lot of stuff started going down for us here at home, and it kind of put a pause on the channel. So I thought this episode, if you want to call it that, I'd fill you in on why I took a 2.5 month hiatus. So in February, Nafi was unfortunately rushed to the hospital for abdominal pain. We were pretty worried about it, actually, but then it turned out it wasn't too much of a worry because we were just told he had kidney stones. At the time, he didn't know how many. It was just like, go home and it'll take care of itself, sort of thing. So anyways, a few weeks later, on March 8th, he was back to the emergency room, and this time the pain was out of control. I mean, he was just like in another world. It was awful to see him suffering like that. And so I've heard that kidney stones are comparable to labor. So I guess he knows how I feel. But as it turns out, he's chock full of stones. And I'm not sure how it happened, but yeah, he's got a lot of stones in there. So he was sent back home, and he was told to just basically start collecting them. So they'll know why he has stones. But literally the next day after we got home from the hospital, we found out there were 3 cases of COVID-19 in Ottawa. And so it was pretty scary. We were going to be quarantined because of Nafi's illness, and we were quarantined because of COVID now. So life was changing very quickly. March and April, Nafi was pretty much bedbound, and he was going through some serious pain. And he was around-the-clock care. It was kind of a strange place to be, really. It was kind of surreal because, we had the pandemic and we were stuck indoors. And not that that's a big thing for us. We tend to like being stuck indoors. So I guess in that sense, there's a tiny little blessing in that. But no, I mean, he was suffering, and he was needing my care. And so yeah, it was a weird place to be, and there was just so much uncertainty, and things were strange. But in early May, he started sort of coming around and being a little more normal again, and we got back to our programming and making games and apps and stuff. And that's, by the way, for those of you who don't know us very well, we make games and apps together. That's just something we do. So so anyways, he and I got back to doing our thing on the computer, but then suddenly I had a serious issue. My hard drive crashed, and I lost basically 6 years of material. It was catastrophic. It took me days to get over it, and in the end, I do not recommend you buy Seagate hard drives. I'm not just throwing out a sour rant here. We actually bought the worst hard drive you could buy. Look it up. Check out the link. I left it below there. Just check out the link. The company's actually been sued for this specific hard drive. Why didn't I back it up? Well, I did. I hadn't done it in a while. 2 years. So yeah, I lost a lot. I lost all my stuff for YouTube, all the drawings I've made, all my graphic design work for clients. I draw people as Simpson characters, and just a bunch of stuff, and it's been pretty sickening. There's still a chance that it can be fixed. I'm not entirely sure. And in the meantime, that's what's given me the biggest lag on returning to YouTube, because I'm basically starting over. So yeah. So here we are back in the office, back to a semi-normal life, kind of. Nafi and I are hanging out again in the basement, but we also have been doing some gardening like the rest of the world, it seems, during this pandemic. We decided, we don't know what the future's going to hold. Let's get a handle on our gardening, and let's figure it out. We've been wanting to do this for years. So fortunately, we have a backyard. In fact, we have a forest right in our backyard. And in fact, my next episode is going to be all about our golden pear escapades in the backyard. And Nafi has become absorbed. He's totally into it. and really good at it. And yeah, so as it turns out, when we were back there, we decided to uproot these trees that had been taken over by ivy, and they were dying. So we uprooted these trees. When you uproot a tree, it leaves a hole. Yeah. So don't let a very clumsy INFJ step into it, because it's not going to go well. Yeah, that's kind of what happened next in our crazy life in the last few months. I stepped into the hole, I tripped into the hole, and I heard a snap, and I was just screaming, "Oh my God, it's broken, it's broken, it's broken." And Naffy carried me into the house, pulled off my rubber boot, and there was a very swollen ankle, which later went black and blue. And long story short, I've been pretty much on the sofa or on my computer chair for the last 3 weeks. So that's not been nice. And Naffy's been taking over the cleaning and the cooking and all that stuff, which has been kind of fun to watch, because he's been pretty good. Some of his ingredients have been scary, but no, for the most part, the food's been good. He's not been great at keeping up with the dishes, but I'm trying to help. I have my steno chair, and I'm just sort of riding around in the kitchen and living room picking up dishes and cleaning up after him when I can. Yeah, things have been strange lately. Things have been super strange, but I missed you guys, and I hope you're all doing well, and I guess we'll see you on the next episode. We're going to talk all about our gardening. I hope you guys are all healthy and safe. Take care. Bye.